Welcome to the New England Casino and Gambling Podcast, a production of AnytimeGambling.com, your complete coverage of New England casinos and recreational gambling. So you got your Dunkin's coffee ready? Because our next Wicked episode is going to be starting right now. Welcome to episode 67. Today we're taking a look at video blackjack. Two types of blackjack that we're going to look at today are electronic blackjack that's played with up to 6 players around kind of like a blackjack table with a video dealer, and also video blackjack on a solitary machine, usually the same terminal with video poker, keno, and a few slots. These days, the minimums are so high on traditional blackjack tables, a red chip player ends up playing at a $25 minimum table just to get that 3-2 payoff for blackjack, and that's just too high for many people. I know for one, I've stopped playing blackjack because I insist on the 3-2 payoff and I don't have the bankroll for a $25 a hand. Red chip players often have to settle for 6-5 payout on blackjack. And why is 6-5 payouts on blackjack so bad? Well, here's an example on a traditional blackjack table. The setup and the rules are as follows. In a 6-deck game in which the dealer hits soft 17, you may double down on any first 2 cards, including after splits, and may split pairs, any pairs, up to 3 times. The house edge is 0.62%. if blackjacks pay 3-2. If blackjacks pay 6-5, the edge shoots up to 1.98%, almost 2%. So it's no wonder that red chip players are playing video blackjack instead of the table games. But the first question that everybody asks is, are blackjack games on video terminals really fair? There are some players out there that refuse to play video blackjack simply because they feel video blackjack can't be trusted. Players tend to think that casinos can alter the house edge to make players lose more because it's electronic. However, video blackjack cards in licensed U.S. jurisdictions are determined via a random number generator, with each card having an equal chance of being dealt. The odds of given hands being dealt are the same as those on a blackjack table. Our friend the casino answer man, John Gorkowski, tells us a little bit how it got started. He says, when casino operators and game makers started moving toward video gaming in the late 1970s, the near unanimous opinion was that video blackjack would be the breakthrough game. Instead, it became a niche game behind video poker and video keno. A problem with early machines was that they paid only even money on blackjack that was disguised on the machine glass as blackjacks pay 2-4-1, which is another way of saying even money. Today, an electronic blackjack table looks similar to a live dealer table. There are only 2 notable differences. The dealer is an automated hologram on an LCD screen, and 2, the cards appear digitally on the table. Traditional video blackjack looks more like a classic video poker game with a single seat for a single player. Here are some of the advantages for low rollers who decide to play video blackjack. First of all, lower minimums. Video blackjack machines often have a low minimum bet, even as little as $1. Even $5 seems low compared to traditional tables where, especially on the weekends, you can't find anything under $25 that has the 3-2 payout. Better rules. Video blackjack games can have better rules than live blackjack games in the same casino. Check the rules and you may find standing on all 17s, offering surrender, doubling after the split, and splitting up to 3 hands. All this with a 3-2 payoff. Stay away from the 6-5 and stay away from the 2-4-1 payoff, even money. Another reason to play electronic blackjack is better comps. Now, it's true. Comps, the free perks that you get as a player, are usually calculated higher for machine players, especially slots. On a single terminal multi-game machine, your comps may follow the video poker rate on the machine. And while that's usually only 1/3 of the slot ratings, it's still better than playing a 6-5 table game with poor rules and a short bankroll. Here's another consideration. Many of us have played at those serious, no-fun blackjack tables, where the players are antagonistic and heaven help you if you play the wrong way according to basic strategy. And some players can be very intimidating, if not downright nasty. With video blackjack, your poor strategy or mistakes don't draw unnecessary criticism from other players. And still considering the atmosphere at the table, the dealer just might be a little grumpy. Now, I'm not an anti-dealerite, thank you Seinfeld, but there are no mistakes with machines dealing of the cards. You never have to worry about the hand declared a misdeal or not getting paid correctly. Now, some dealers hate their jobs, and it's quite obvious, and they can bring the whole aura of the environment down. Video blackjack games are also faster than most dealers can deal, and especially if the dealers have to hand shuffle. However, a word of caution, video blackjack plays a lot faster. The video game doesn't need time for dealing the cards to other players, to settle bets, stacking chips and trays, buy-ins and cash-outs of multiple players, etc., etc., etc. You can play just as fast as a video poker player. It's easy to get in 500 hands per hour. Here's one more thing to be aware of. Now, we know that machines that can be played advantageously are multi-seat machines where blackjack pays 3-2. However, we'd also know that in video poker machines, such as Game Kings or Game Makers by IGT, there is also a heads-up blackjack game on them. Unfortunately, these games typically pay even money on blackjack, and they don't allow doubling after the split either. So it's best to avoid those games. And one more word of caution concerning the IGT multi-game machines. Usually, this blackjack format earns the comps depending on the game with the tightest house edge. That includes the rest of the games on that machine, including the rest of VP, Keno, slots, and yes, blackjack. In summary, as always, check the payout of the electronic machine that you're playing, whether it be one-on-one in an IGT multi-game or whether it be electronic with a video dealer. But for those of us low rollers who can only play at $5 or $10 tables but expect 3-2 blackjack payouts, we have a decision to make. Electronic video blackjack does give us an option. Let's put it this way. It would be awful to be playing on a traditional blackjack table with a house edge of 2 to 3%. But if you have a chance to play with that same house edge on a machine that you can bet $1 or $5 minimum and still get a 3-2 payout, that's not so bad. For the recreational gambler, a 97% payout is actually better than what you would find on nearly all slot machines, and about equal to some of the lower-end video poker machines, such as 6-5 bonus poker, which pays out 96.9%. Could you do a lot worse? Yes, you could. And there are choices out there to make. And one choice is finding a playable video blackjack game. Join us next Wednesday. Our special guest is the one, the only, Michael Traeger from Travelzork, where we'll be talking about his website and also Baccarat. You can find AnytimeGambling.com on Twitter at Anytime Gambling, on Facebook at the New England Casino Facebook group, or follow me, Robin Aubin. As we say at Anytime Gambling, embrace the math, not the myth. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.